Okay, good evening, everybody. As I click everything and make sure everything's clicking in. Welcome to Treetime. I am, of course, DJ Squirrel, with my lovely, wonderful, pleasant, as of today, Irish all co-hosts.
What? We never agreed on accents.
You already have one.
Yeah, you already have one.
Well, I guess geographically
Not in his
I'm
country.
close enough.
According to us. Well, according to you, I should say.
You all have accents to me.
That's true. That is very true.
I was
I
literally
was
just
asking
watching a
you.
Game Grumps thing where they were talking about this, and it's like, and how they don't really consider their own accent to be anything special. I guess it's kind of thing when you grow up with it.
We have the new Starry Flame, Stormspark.
The Stormy
I am
Flame.
not replacing Starry. She is my waifu.
That's a statement.
You've been around for the triangle.
We have, of course, the new Fluffy's Eye.
Oh, hello.
The same old bitch, Miss Rarity.
Hey, fuck off.
You fuck off, woman.
I said fuck off, asshole.
I almost said the C word. Glad I didn't. We have everyone's favorite detective, Sherlock.
He's currently
Oh yeah, he's in the shower.
Showering.
he's
again?
he's washing off the stench of failure.
And that
He's,
C word was cordial.
He's in the midst of an experiment to determine what type of shampoo is best for his disaster of a mane.
We have... Damn, I can't think of a title. Tenkage Animu.
Animu, huh?
That sigh.
You could have gone Tenkage Weeaboo. Did I fall asleep?
I think he did.
Maybe.
What? Me?
No.
No, he's been here.
What? I was never called upon to respond to anything until now. It was introductions. What would I have to say?
Apparently.
Sleepy's
Wait, what?
eye.
What?
Sleepy.
I thought I
Apparently,
was snoring?
I didn't hear shit. Apparently, everyone else hallucinated that you were asleep.
Okay. No, I'm not the other Ben. Okay, I don't do that.
Can I finish off
Yes,
introductions?
yes, come on.
Go on.
Also, everyone's favorite Whovian Tolkienite, Fangirl.
The one police box to save them all.
That's brilliant.
And, of course, the laugh track, Nicholas Tiniest trademark.
Is that a Latin name?
Top of the fucking morning to you laddies.
That wasn't bad.
Okay,
That was
well,
good, actually.
Thankfully, top of the morning isn't hard to do.
Well, to be fair, I'm pissed off because of the fucking nipple thing!
Well,
I'd
trade,
be pissed too
trade.
if my
Being
nipples were
pissed off.
tiny.
Being pissed off only helps you channel Irish more.
How did that thing? Oh, right, because I said I had tiny nipples during a cards game. Anyway,
and now we're going
anyway.
to let Nicholas Tiniest do the news.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's not news anymore, but just in case you missed it, the season 7 has dropped.
We are all excited.
So excited.
have-
Very much.
We have a season 7 trailer with Twilight announcing her plans for Starlight. We have another teaser that popped up, which apparently features Starlight and Sunburst summoning Satan,
I haven't
or
seen
at least
that.
summoning a vortex to another dimension.
Either
Okay.
way, Doctor Strange is gonna be pissed at them for messing with the freaking space-time continuum.
Oh my god.
And we have a few screenshots from the first episode. Also, these teasers confirm that John Delancey is still a troll, because when last we discussed John Delancey possibly being in season 7, he says, "I don't remember if I recorded anything."
He probably
And then-
thought he did it for last season, that little bit at the end.
Maybe, but ta-da!
We get a Discord.
I just love
I love the teaser I saw. Like, okay, initially I'm like, well, I'm also excited for seeing like the premiere. I'm always also like, but like I want this train to last as long as possible. Like, no, don't rush it, you know. But when I saw the teaser trailer, I was like, oh, this looks like such a fun episode. I can't wait.
Yeah, I also love the fact that in the screenshots, it appears that Discord, Thorax, Trixie, and Starlight get the equivalent of like the purple. They're like given awards for their service in the previous in the season 6 finale.
That
And then there's Spitfire and Soren in the background going, "What the fuck? Where are the Wonderbolts?"
No.
You're the
These are
Wonderbolts and you
different.
got caught.
These are different kinds of medals. These are special friendship forever necklaces.
Yeah.
So they're the cheap BFF necklaces you can buy in any store.
Except
Probably.
they're the royal BFF necklaces. Thank you.
We
gold
bought them for $2 a pop.
That being said, Thorax's voice, disappoint.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It was.
Still
Let's all be real. It was always disappointing because they didn't do the changeling reverberation sound from the beginning, and now that his voice has changed, I've heard some people, a certain psychologist for the fandom, say that he would say he was actually glad that the voice didn't change. Dude, no, that kind of body, no. He needs to have a deeper voice now.
Especially with insects. I mean, I like the idea that there was something else in their voices with their communication, too. I mean, come on.
At least make him sound a little bit mature. He sounds like an awkward teenager.
He has the whiny
Still.
bitch voice, yes.
Anyway, moving on past season 7, which we're all excited for.
Well, one thing though I do want to discuss about season 7. Theorizes comes true that Starlight and Sunburst end up going back in time, I will be pissed. I'll be like, that means this was worth nothing! What the shit, MLP staff?
But
Anyways,
seriously, why set them up for a lot of things and give them all friends in the present, only to have them go into the fucking past? Plus, you're really treading here on the bootstrap theory, man.
What's that?
Yeah,
What's
hang
that?
on.
Like,
We don't know.
If they end up in the past, that's okay, as long as they get to come back. But if they end up stuck there and they end up becoming like the carriers or the spark of some type of divine prophecy, I'm like, no, fucking done.
Even more, I actually don't want, and I agree with that, because everyone's like, oh, they're going to be Star Swirl the Bearded and Clever the Clover. No.
Well,
Fucking no. Fucking no.
Star Swirl's cutie mark.
Well, more than that, Sunburst is terrible as a magician. He would be a horrible Star Swirl.
Indeed. And it would all pretty much really destroy everything that we've learned in canon about Star Swirl and about Clever and about Clover the Clever, because Clover was it can't really turn out that it was Starlight all along doing shit and making her boyfriend look good. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works.
Didn't we already have a lesson about that in an earlier episode?
Actually, no, I don't hate to say it. I don't think I like Starlight and Sunburst as a couple. I honestly think she'd be better off with one of the mares. So,
Tanuki boy.
I was gonna say, what have I missed here?
Are you saying you ship her with Trixie?
I haven't seen like any synopsis of episodes
but it's
besides.
a better relationship than her and Sunburst.
Okay, I would like to emphasize
Keep
here,
going,
for the
Ty.
sake of the poor Tanuki boy, whose brain is probably melting from his ears.
It
We
is.
don't know if it's time travel, okay?
Like I did. Like, are you guys talking about a synopsis? Because I haven't seen any other than the one. the few that
No,
we
it's
talked about.
speculation.
Oh, okay.
It's
So no
fan-
need to flip your tits over something that hasn't happened yet.
It's like just it's completely speculation right now.
well, so I need to see this other teaser because I have like no idea what
It's
any of the speculations
not really
coming
much.
from, basically.
It's not really much, Zai. I will say exactly what happens.
Is it one of
You
the
got-
links you posted?
Yes, it's
I
like
think it'd be better if he was.
it's like the second one.
Okay,
it's
cool, thanks.
just let him watch it. But yeah,
All right, but
It's not-
moving on from season 7, again. We have an interesting thing going on. Goes tight.
Let's see again.
Goes tight again. Weird Al Yankovic is releasing a new album. Now, why is that related to pony news, you may ask? Well, apparently his new album, Medium Rarities, will include the Super Duper Party Pony track.
Nice.
Well, that seems kind of odd because he didn't write it.
Well, no.
But he's obviously been given permission to put it in there.
I will read the article. Weird Al has a new album releasing on November 24th with songs ranging from 1978 all the way to 2017. Included in the 23-song album, the Super Duper Party Pony will be joining other miscellaneous songs from his long career. And there is an announcement video within the article if someone were to put the link in the chat or whatever. Moving on.
Please.
Zai, you're gonna love this. Build-A-Bear brings back Trixie, Rarity, and Fluttershy plushes.
Oh, that's nice. I love to see them sort of re-showing them. They actually had some of the first ones out in the shelves a little while ago, which is pretty nice.
So if you want a Rarity with what I assume to be sneakers and a Trixie with a very tiny wizard hat.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, the shoes are all like completely separate things, but like you can, apart from Applejack's boots, but you can get. God, Trixie's hat is tiny.
Well,
So is
all
Applejack's
the
actually.
accessories are separate. Trust me.
Yeah, they're all separate, of course, but like I don't know, like most of them don't have like the shoes. Like those ones look like they're actually the Fluttershy's and Trixies anyway. That look like they meant to be them, but like most of the time they just have like the coats. And like the couple like AJ and Trixie that have hats, but like
Stupid crown.
usually they don't have shoes.
Yeah. Anyway, they have a
Vinyl
apparently
spots, of
newly upgraded $27 price tag, and they are only available on the website. So don't look forward to making them in person. Yeah, gotta go on the website.
I'm just waiting for the Chinese bootlegs to come out with an updated Starlight.
Yeah, it's been a whole season, guys. Come on, get on with that.
If you speak English.
That's probably why they haven't. It's because the hype is dying down, so it's not as popular, therefore not as profitable.
Speaking of things that take a long ass time, you guys know the animator by the name of
What?
Can you repeat
Take
that,
that
you guys?
out.
Oh,
sure.
there.
Oh shit.
It's the Sherly curse.
Saying that anybody know the animator known as Two Snacks?
Yes, we know that.
Yes, we know.
Here's Two Best Sisters Play. Trade?
And
Shit, I died.
You did.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Alright.
Use a health
Basically
potion,
saying
man.
that I'm trying to, if I could get the news done without dying. Anyway, they're working on a new animation, but they took some time to reanimate their first ever episode of Two Best Sisters Play, which is a pony version of Two Best Friends Play, which is basically two dickheads playing video games and screwing with one another. So picture that, but it's Luna and Celestia.
Yeah, but that's no different than what they really are like.
Exactly.
Except, though, in this version, Celestia is the more adept at games, and Luna's very good.
Except when she's also a bit of a shithead when she doesn't want to play a thing.
In any case,
yeah.
if you want to see Luna and Celestia playing Assassin's Creed and getting them dank achievements, feel free to look them up on YouTube.
In all
Hey,
honesty, it
achievements.
is pretty damn hilarious. But the animation is just fucking amazing. He's come a long way.
It has severely improved since his first ever attempts, because while I do love the original video, the animation is a bit stilted. This one is a bit more fluid and flowing.
Because he's been using Toon Boom.
Yes. Isn't that the same
I need to have a
animation
look at-
software
yes,
that
it
the
is.
movie has?
Yes.
Yes,
I
it
need to have a
is
look
the
at
same. It is the
because
new software that the movie will have. It
I
is
need-
also the same software that the cartoonists are using for the upcoming choices. Luna and Celestia backstory of the movie.
What?
All right. So
I need to look into it. I was going to say because like I tried to do like a collab animation thing with my friend because I was kind of trying to learn how to do it, but just God, I hate Adobe Flash or Animate. It's so horrible of a program that I'm like, oh, I need to try and find something else. So I need to look into this Toon Boom, see what that's like.
Well, from what I understand from animators like Greg, who does the Mentally Advanced, and Two Snacks, and a lot of other people, Toon Boom is the next step when it comes to proper animation.
The next logical step. So, moving on. Going back to Starlight Glimmer and hopefully not dipping into the fucking bottomless pit that is time travel. Starlight Glimmer Day is still going to be a thing. It's going to be on the 20th of this month. So it's like 3 days away.
So wait, now is Equestria Daily just assigning days to these characters? Behind them.
Apparently, I don't know. I'm not a part of Equestria Daily.
Well, I mean, like, is there like a holiday? Because
I don't know. Let me
Twilight's Day is Friendship Day. Luna's Day is Halloween. Celestia's Day is the solstice. Let's see.
Apparently, spring begins on the 20th.
How about that?
I'm guessing that's supposed to be something symbolic, like Starlight's redemption and rebirth. In a sense.
Paying attention to the weather, I'd say spring's already here, whether the rest of the world is ready for it or not.
not
When-
for the South right now. We're in the fucking middle of a cold snap.
Yeah, even Florida, with all its lack of goddamn snow, is still freezing cold.
The places
All right,
that are
holiday and
supposed to be
observances.
cold are warm, and places that are supposed to be hot are freezing. Yay! Global
Let's
warming.
see. It's holidays and observances for March 20th.
National
Christian
Train Day.
God damn that train! It's not supposed to blare its horn across this area.
The Friendship Express rolls along.
Yeah.
Choo
March-
choo, motherfucker!
Hang on a second.
Thomas the Tank Engine says hi, motherfucker.
All right, it's gone. Okay, March 20th is supposed to be Christian Day of Feast. Let's see. Earth Equinox Day. Higan in Japan, International Astrology Day. Neo-Paganism Day. Some type of day for Zoroastrianism.
It's a lot of days.
Sun Earth Day.
So it's
And there's a response.
I guess there was two trains. Extraterrestrial. Oh, here's something interesting. Extraterrestrial Abduction Day. Great American Meet Out. International Day of Happiness. Independence
such
Day
thing.
Tunisia.
There's
International
Day, I'm pretty sure there's like a bajillion ice cream days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a bajillion holidays in general.
UN French Language Day. Liberation of Kirkuk City in Iraq, or Kurdistan specifically. National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, and World Sparrow Day. So yeah, there you go, Starlight. Those are your days.
Those are all on the same fucking day?
I
in
think
different
I'll just
countries.
stick to the fucking spring equinox. Either that or
I'm just gonna
Happiness
say,
Day
let's
if we're
just
gonna
say-
go the old
Let's just say it's for
Starlight.
international. Let's just say it's for International Happiness Day.
Yeah.
So I get a day that falls on the same day as a time when every pony's supposed to be happy. Is this against their will?
I don't know. It's the United Nations, Starlight. So
Well, if it is, then you're in your comfort zone.
it depends on who you ask. I mean, if you ask my right wing conspiracy nut friends, they're going to say that the blue helmets are trying to take over the world and they're forcing people to their way. So maybe
The
They're
blue
more insane than
helmet.
I am.
Yeah, you know, UN peacekeeping soldiers, they wear blue helmets.
They are more insane than I am.
And that is the end of the news. So I believe Squirrel wanted to say something. Or at least wanted to talk about something.
Does he?
If he's even still here.
Well, so how about them samurais?
Yes. Whatcha!
Neo's a great game.
Yes, but that's not what we were talking about.
We're talking about samurais with the name of Jack.
They call
We were
me
transported to the future.
Jack.
Mm.
So, spoiler warning to anyone who hasn't seen the premiere of the new Samurai Jack.
Oh, I just looked into it, and apparently it's actually not. It's not Toon Boom that Two Snacks is using. It's Maya.
I've heard of that
He
one.
was originally using it for a 3D model.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Maya is the 3D modeling program that pretty much everybody uses.
Alright, so apologies.
Had they made Lord of the Rings. Anyway, getting back to our topic. But yes, the Samurai of Jack. Well,
Yes.
this is how, ladies and gentlemen, this is how a reboot, well, this isn't really a reboot, this is how a continuation after, 10, 12 years?
Give or take, yeah.
Needs to be done.
It's fucking
Actually,
amazing.
Why do you think they went to Adult Swim and told Cartoon Network to kiss his ass? Well, granted, Adult Swim is owned by Cartoon Network, but they wouldn't want to go through the main normal channels for the kids TV, the ones who were responsible for Teen Titans Go and the new Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
But the less we talk about those, the better.
God, Powerpuff Girls on Adult Swim, what the hell?
No.
Yeah, seriously.
Wait, no, it's
Ew.
already there. Ew. Never mind.
Wait, what?
No,
Ew.
with how shitty it's. Yeah, never mind.
Oh.
Not the Powerpuff Girls.
No, it's not.
I've
Anyway.
had enough rapage of my childhood. Let's get to Samurai Jack.
Let's get back to Samurai Jack.
Let's get to
So,
the good shit.
Let's get to the good shit. Actually, some of you know this, but others don't. Right before it aired Saturday, Adult Swim was doing a stream with Guinea Tatarsky and his wife. Well, first of all, Scotsman is confirmed, so we will
Yay.
be seeing more of him.
Wait, what him?
The
The
Scotsman.
Scotsman, don't you remember?
Oh, yay, the Scotsman.
The guy who made the longest Scottish insult ever.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that. Oh,
It was so
vaguely.
Scottish. It was beautiful.
Very vaguely remember
it was
that.
so.
I think the wife was more Scottish than that.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
love it.
wife.
I love his relationship with his wife. Like, I've said it before, but just how the entire episode he talks about how his wife is the most beautiful, elegant creature on the planet, and he just doesn't shut up about her. And then you finally, they rescue her, and you finally meet her, and she's this big, burly, screeching woman who beats him around.
Oi.
And just, he's
Oi.
still sitting with her. It's adorable.
Don't
dude,
call her fat.
Describing
She's
a good portion of my
Don't say
family
fat.
and myself.
I said burly because she's obviously strong.
Big.
But yes, he is back. Well,
And he's still trying to get back to the past.
Yeah, well,
Well-
honestly, hang on. With this first episode, we see that Jack has kind of given up on himself, and he's just going through a shit ton of PTSD.
Yeah,
It's really
he
trippy.
still fights, but he's not the same samurai we remember. You
Well,
remember him?
guys, hasn't he lost his sword?
He lost his
Yes.
sword.
Yes.
They did a brief flashback, but we don't know where it is. So now
Yeah.
he's basically just picking up any weapons he can find and using them.
He's got guns.
But it's not.
And a kick-ass motorcycle!
Well,
See-
hang on, guys. Jack has used guns in the previous season.
Well, yes, but he's preferred the sword.
Feudal Japan, so it's not that big of a deal.
I think his adaptation into using technology just started with that one episode where he tried on sneakers instead of his usual stuff. That's where it all began.
But point is, Jack's not above adapting if he has to for a situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
but he has taken taking that to the next level. Like, you don't recognize him. He's on the motorcycle. He's got like traditional samurai armor, but he's also got like the guns and the technology, all that shit. You don't recognize him until like they cut off his mask, and you see burly bearded samurai.
He doesn't age, but boy, his hair sure grows.
Yeah, and I know one person who's like, yay, he's got a beard. I don't know what it is with beards right now. I think beards are really, really silly, but everyone has them now.
Because beards.
Yeah. We all have beards. We just didn't know.
But let's see. So yes, he's lost his sword. He's going through some really bad PTSD. His thinking has failed his family. He's failed his country or his
can
family.
we pause
clan.
to talk about how fucked up that imagery is?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Like, yeah, Squirrel says it's PTSD, and you think we're exaggerating? Oh no! He sees literal rivers of the dead.
Yep.
Like a river full of corpses going, "Why did you save us? You lost your purpose."
Well, when you're the only person,
Kenshin at his darkest moment.
When you're the only person who's got to basically save the world, and you are basically doing a really shit job at it, and you think it's all your fault, I'd be seeing rivers of people in the tube.
No pressure.
So,
there's also that shabby figure, the mysterious samurai person on the horse.
Indeed.
Don't know who it is, but I look forward to seeing more of him.
I would bet 50-50 that is just like his guilt. That is literally just his guilt that's just staring at him going... Like that one episode where CHOOOOO makes his evil side and they do a fight.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that, but I didn't see a lot of the first series.
But there's also the Daughters of CHOOOOO, which, damn, they must age really fast because...
No, I think that was more of a montage.
Yeah, I think that was more of a flashback montage.
Yeah, exactly.
The Daughters of Aku. Tara Strong lends her voice talent once again.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, she is Ashi, the black sheep of the group.
And I'm just like, oh my god, she sounds like a very angry...
You cut out
like
on it.
Twilight has just given up all the fucks, and she's overthrown Celestia, and she's like, this is my house now, fucking dictator, deal with it.
Come out, samurai, so that you can die. Oh. Speaking of the daughters, that was a fucked up introduction scene. You're gonna hear that a lot from me. That was fucked up. That's my quote for the evening.
At the very start, I'm just like, wow, this lady just laying there pumping out babies.
Yeah.
Laid down on an altar.
I
and
know,
just like, what the
right?
hell? And then just the training montage. Just, oh my god.
Again, you people think we're exaggerating. You people who haven't seen the show, we're not exaggerating. The
She was literally
introduction.
pumping out
And
babies.
it was scary as fuck to see pure black babies as well.
Yeah,
they were demons.
This lady is on an altar they made to Aku, and on that altar she is screaming as she gives birth to not one, not two, not three, but 7 goddamn babies
Nightmare
at
babies.
the same time.
Hello, Game of Thrones.
Fuck, you die in Game of Thrones if you're having that many
Man.
kids. The fucking medical area would not be able to handle that.
The fact that the woman who gave birth to those 7 babies was able to stand up after that shit with no support.
See, Storm, I'm gonna say it.
Yes.
That hallway would be... No one would be able to fit in there anymore.
Actually, I probably would be.
The question is, are they really the daughters of Aku, or who's the real father?
Well, okay. Honestly, it's
Magic
just...
insemination.
It's a cult. Cults do
It's a cult.
weird, crazy things.
Just
any
magic
child
into the
born
womb.
into a cult is the daughter of etc.
So,
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
son of etc.
If you wanted to get I guess if you wanted to get really weird, there was an episode where a CHOO coughs. He's sick as he's fighting Jack, and Jack accidentally like swallows it or something.
What?
And he
infects him.
He infects him, and he becomes evil and corrupted. So if you want to go the really disturbing route,
oh god,
you know, they could have just easily gotten a piece of a CHOO somewhere and inseminated the lady with that or something.
We don't even know.
That is also a possibility.
So
That's really fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
Just to bring it up, like you were saying about how... Look at Cadence. If she can do it...
Oh, God. But yeah, speaking of a CHOO, we don't really know what happened to a CHOO after, the 50-year gap. Like, we see an altar, we hear his voice, which is actually done quite well. I mean, it's not the same as Mako, but, it's okay. But we don't know what the fuck, where or what the fuck he's doing.
Indeed.
And I look forward to finding out that answer. But in his place, we have a Tom Kenny voiced character named Scaramouche.
That was the highlight of the episode. That's another great thing about this show. You can go from dark to light and funny in an instant, and it just flows really well.
I thought when he came in, I thought he was like a character from the previous show, but I think
no, he's not. He's new.
Okay, it made it sound like he was
Jack, where you been, babe?
It's weird.
That was really fucking great.
I decimated this place like a few days ago.
No, but I think it's probably someone in the interim between like the last episode and this episode that they've clashed before.
I even love that you can explain how Scaramouche fights through science rather than magic. I mean, yeah, he has a quote
he uses like sound waves to attack, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
He says he has a magic flute, but I call bullshit. He tunes into the natural vibrations of any object around him and manipulates it. The rocks, his sword, whatever.
He's a sound ninja.
And he can do it with his voice, so I don't think it was really the flute, but him himself just channeling it through the flute.
Yeah.
And there's also his dagger, his little tuning fork dagger. Any blade that hits that dagger will be turned against the user.
Just from like the frequency, just making it gain pressure till it explodes. It is cool.
Tune into the frequency and then heighten that frequency to the point where that object explodes. I love it.
I have to wonder what would happen with the sword if they got hit.
The sword can't be destroyed.
Yeah, it's a magic sword. So
yeah, but
what would happen? I mean, would that be feedback?
Mm-hmm.
Would there be feedback? Would the dagger explode?
I don't think it can. I think it's like it's. I think its ability to manipulate sound wave frequencies like that probably protects it as well from its own attack.
It's a shame that Jack killed him because I was looking forward to seeing more of him. But you gotta take it. No loose ends.
I was
you gotta take care of all the bad guys.
I'm kind of half expecting the whole it's a robot. He can be remade stronger, kind of thing, put back together, like your HK train. You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Wait, what?
You would know all about a robot being ripped in half and then put back together.
Shut the fuck up, Si.
That's 2 D&D jokes I've made today. I'm gonna see how many I can get.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find plenty.
But yeah, this was an awesome episode, and I look forward to tomorrow's episode, which I don't know what time it is for the rest of the world, but for me, it's going to be at 11 p.m.
Also,
so all you sciencey people that can decode time.
A little bit of trivia. Also, well, when the ending song came back and it was still the same, like even the Cartoon Network logo thing was still the same, or Cartoon Network Studios thing was still the same at the end.
Oh no, they still do that for all the other shows.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's just
like they have one for Steven Universe.
Nostalgia trip.
They talking on the live stream when someone asked about the theme, how that came about. What had happened was they were thinking of the theme, and his wife knew Will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas, and this is right before they became big. So she just went up to him and said, "Hey, you want to make a theme for our show?" And he's like, "Hell yeah." Because will.i.am is a huge nerd. So, a few weeks later, Guinea goes there, and apparently their studio was like in a mall, on like the top floor of this mall somewhere. And he goes up there, and his answer was,
Laz?
it was so loud he had to cover his ears just because it was just unblaringly loud. So he said after a few minor adjustments, probably lowering the volume, he said, "Yeah, that was pretty great." It was like, I think the first one they made, and he said that was exactly what he wanted. So, but
I forget. I think there's a little trivia actually behind Scaramouche because Jendi, is that how you pronounce his name?
Guinea.
Thank you. He does his homework. Apparently, it's a reference to like the days with minstrels who were named Scaramouches. They were like, again, I don't know if I'm saying all this accurately. I think there was like a minstrel in like some old stories who was like also a braggart, much like Scaramouche was. I'll see if I can find like the actual article on that.
Just so you can.
While you guys go ahead, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, you found it?
I think.
But
see, if it was my computer, I'd just be still waiting for the first like click on the internet to register.
To finish off though, they gave a little bit of what's going to happen next episode, and with how the show has been, with everything being Roblox of Chats fight, he keeps saying how everything is just nuts and bolts. So next episode, he might actually kill a person.
Here we go.
Good for him.
The name Scaramouche actually goes back to a character from the 16th century. Scaramouche was a stock character in Italian Commedia dell'arte. Apologies if I mangled that, which translates to theater of the professional, and is known as the first form of professional theater. Also, the role of Scaramouche combined characteristics of the Zani, Savant, and the Capitano, masked henchmen characters in theater, which is fitting since the reoccurring villains, the daughters of Aku, and those that raise them all wear masks and can be considered as servants or henchmen. The character of Scaramouche was also boastful, which fits with how he acted in the episode through the proclamation of being Aku's face assassin.
In the original Commedia dell'arte, Scaramouches were often like a foible or a foil or a direct rival for the affections of the ingenue against the young lover character.
Yes.
So
They're
a great
basically
example of
like-
that which would be, oh crap, what's his name from in the show? They were both interested in the younger sister, Cooter. Crap, I forgot his name.
Yeah, it would essentially be that. Or to put it in more modern terms for our more modern audience, it would be
Kind of reminds me of the Book of Life. We got like the two characters, and there's like the one girl that they're falling over.
yeah, or like in Beauty and the Beast, you have Gaston, who is the Scaramouche of that story, while Beast is our main hero, or our main male protagonist who needs to who's after the heart of the beauty.
Right then.
Still don't have high hopes about that movie.
Oh, Mom still wants to see it, but my hopes have actually been absolutely destroyed because of here's a lovely bit of trivia, guys. If you were about to go thinking of going and seeing Beauty and the Beast because you thought you would get to see a beautiful live-action representation of either a history or a period-accurate version of Belle's gorgeous puff gown, or because you wanted to see what a live-action rendition of that gown would entail, and are expecting gloves and jewels and various other things, spoiler, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because according to Miss Watson, she didn't find the original design of the gown with its bodice and its gloves practical, and she wanted to bring a touch of modern feminism to the image, especially in this instance. So she worked with the costumers and the designers for the film, and they decided to give us a roughly plain modern silhouette that is boring as hell and actually quite ugly to look at. And no gloves. So yeah, if you're thinking of taking your daughters to see this movie and they're excited because of the dress, you're gonna have to let them down gently. But no, the dress is not pretty. The dress is not going to be the same. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be princessy or poofy. She essentially is wearing her own rendition of a power suit, because independent woman.
Power suits?
That's kind of a weird thing, because like the movie's set like in a previous sort of era, so like more modern concepts wouldn't really.
It's set in the 18th century France.
It doesn't matter in that regard. It's a fairy tale.
Yeah, and on top of that,
And yet they're not putting a fairy tale. They're not putting a fairy tale spin to that gown.
Yeah, when I saw that dress, I was just like, the hell? I've seen cosplayer do better dresses. What
Cosplayers have done better. Cosplayers who are freaking amateurs at this, who are doing this on their own dime, have done better jobs recreating, embellishing, and even reinterpreting that gown than Emma Watson fucking did, with the assistance and the help of professional Hollywood costume designers.
I didn't realize that the dress was like a huge big deal from the movie, to be honest.
It's always a big deal.
I don't really know much about Beauty and the Beast, so.
All right, it's a thing. The thing is, it's kind of like Disney had now that it's adapting its animated classics to live action. They know they have a fucking lot to live up to because of the iconic princesses. They already showed us they could do it with Cinderella's gown, because let's be honest, Cinderella, even though the movie, even people can disagree or agree about the movie was okay in my opinion. But the actual gown that Cinderella wears, even though it was mostly blue, whereas in the original it was silver, the design was beautiful and still very much in keeping with the spirit of the original. It was ethereal, it was fairy tale, but it was also absolutely magnificent as far as its color, its swish, its design. She looked like she had been transformed into a princess. And that's the iconic feel that if you like the Princess franchise of Disney, you want to see. Emma Watson, as much as I respect her in many ways, destroyed that look for Belle by wanting to insert the whole feminist idea. Feminism is good, but when taken to this, using it to influence actual design and fashion and aesthetic and an iconic gown, you're being kind of stupid, because it was more feminine. It was more feminist. It would have been more of a feminist thing if she kept the original fucking design and just carried herself in that strong, independent woman kind of fashion.
Also, like, to me, I'm just like, why does she need to make that statement with that dress? Belle is already that character.
She is, and that's the point. That's my point. She didn't need to fuck with the iconic gown in order to get that point across, in order to make it keep with Belle's kind of with Belle's spirit, because the Belle from the animated one had that spirit, but she still cared, and she still allowed herself a night to dance.
So I don't think being a beautiful and strong woman is anti-feminist.
No, it's not.
I think it's exactly what feminism is supposed to be.
And this kind of, I mean, for Emma Watson, it's kind of a step down, actually.
Yeah, considering how hardcore feminist she is.
Especially given all the time she's fought for people and for the rights of not just women but men who want to, make this world equal for women.
Exactly. She was doing really well as a portrayal of proper feminism.
Until this
Really
fucking
is.
dress.
But, well, honestly, it's a little more petty and personal this time around, because this time, yeah, she didn't need to feel like the dress had to be a different statement. The character is the statement, not the dress. And I think she was just living her own personal fantasy.
Okay, since we're on the subject
And this
matter,
is a girl who wore a dress that was altered, another dress altered from its original adaptation, i.e. the Hermione dress. But that, at least then, who cares about the color? The dress still served its function in that Harry Potter movie. That, wow, Hermione can be fucking gorgeous when she wants to be.
So, okay, since we're on the subject of Beauty and the Beast, I've actually seen a lot of things on YouTube pop up because the movie's coming out. And you know what? I think a lot of these Disney analysts are getting a lot of shit wrong. You know, there's almost all of them say Belle is arrogant and pretentious and looks down on her townfolk. I'm like, you guys are totally missing the point.
They're also forgetting the origins of the story. In the original fairy tale, because I've read like 700 variants of this thing, and I am a lit nerd. The Beauty in the original story, her family was a family of merchants, and that's reflected in the animated film with Belle reading. Belle being a really avid reader, her having that more. Even her hair is actually quite styled compared to a lot of the rest of the people in her village. Even the pretty girls in there, the little frou-frou, big busty girls who are chasing after Gaston, don't have that same quite of style or grace that Belle has. And it's not because Belle's like this diamond in the rough like Aladdin is. No, it's because Belle, her family probably came from her mom, as many people have theorized, was probably very wealthy, and before she died her family was very affluent, but then after the death of the mother, Maurice, and in reflection to the original fairy tale, fell into hard times. The family went into debt. They had to sell everything and move out into this little provincial countryside.
Hell, they didn't include little sisters, for crying out loud.
Exactly, and that's the other portion. In the original story, I want to say novel, but no, it's a fable. In the original fable, Beauty has 3 sisters.
I mean, it was only 2.
Sorry, 2, 3. It varies, but yeah, she had
the Cinderella evil sister trope.
Exactly.
Wasn't she the youngest?
Yes, she was the youngest. And in one of my favorite variants to reference, because this person also has adapted Beauty and the Beast like 3 different fucking times, so she's real damn knowledgeable of it, is Robin McKinley. And this is a version that I found others similar with these names. In the original story, or in some variants of the story, the oldest one is called Lionheart because she's brave and brash. The middle child is called Jewel Tongue because she's clever and witty. And the youngest, of course, is called Beauty because she's beautiful. But she doesn't have any other, but until for a while it seems as though she has no other good redeeming qualities. And when the family's fortunes change, in the original fable, the other 2 sisters, they're really snotty about it. They're not happy. They don't like it, but they adapt anyway and sell all their shit and move out to the country. And then the father ends up saying, "Oh, a ship showed up that had some of my lost stuff. Maybe I can go and get us some money from it again. I'm gonna go get it. Do you girls want anything while I'm away?" Oldest one, she wants something to do. I believe she it was a mangy stable horse, but she wanted a new saddle for it. The younger one wanted a new outfit. I mean, the middle one wanted a new outfit, and Beauty just asked for a rose because their family used to have a rose garden.
And the daughters were, except for Beauty, were asking for ridiculously expensive gifts.
Yeah.
Actually, at first, Beauty didn't want anything.
Yeah, she actually didn't want a damn thing. She's like, "I just want you to come home, Father." He's like, No, tell me, I'll go get you something.
Please, I insist.
And then she's like, "A rose?" ? Shrug. Which is what gets him in trouble with the Beast, because the Beast has the humongous garden full of nothing but gorgeous flowing roses.
Wasn't it winter when this happened, and the castle was pure summer?
It was. That's right. And it was impossible for that to happen, but he found a rose, one rose, out of dozens and hundreds.
Okay.
He picked it, and the beast goes, "Bitch, what you doing with my roses? I'm gonna eat you now."
I love you so much.
You wanted to say something, Swell?
Let's do a music break.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
but yeah,
so.
but yeah, my point was, Beauty and the Beast as a fable, it changes. It does change because adaptations, because it's a public domain story, but to adapt it to change it the way Emma Watson has wanted it changed to suit herself, rather than remembering the point of the literary meaning, the message in that, plus the message from, plus the things brought on by other hands who've touched the fable, kind of feels like a big discredit.
Yeah.
How selfish.
Anyway, you're listening to Celestial Radio, all fandoms all the time.
Except when it's tirades about gowns and fairy tales.
Bad ones at that.
Oh
Welcome.
boy, we're back. Previously on Treetime. You guys missed a soap opera.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Should the Dress Burn with your host, Miss Fangirl. Oh wait,
I thought
she's
we were going to talk
not.
about the royal wedding.
Yes, let's talk about the royal wedding of Stormspark and Zai. And Zai rejected her in front of everybody.
What?
And so
I didn't know
she's-
what's going on. I just
she-
come in and then just we're married.
So that's
What?
your excuse.
I can't believe you crushed my heart like that.
She's
You
in
have a
her
boyfriend.
she's in her bridal dress and everything. We got the whole thing set up. And
How
here
do
you
I know that?
are.
I just came
I've
into the
already
chat for my
already
noodles.
Political marriages are loveless.
Well, Zai,
I loved him.
Zai, did you get a clue when you were told to get into your best tuxedo suit and you kind of just walked into the
told
church with everyone staring at you and you said, "Oh, this was today? Sorry, bye."
Like, could you not tell by the fucking organ in the background going?
I gotta go play my Dark Souls. I'll be back later.
Right
Do you
now.
know how much that whole cost? Do you?
Yeah.
No.
This wasn't-
700 Jammy Dodgers?
It was a mint.
This wasn't a Vegas wedding. This was a Las Pegasus wedding.
I hate to tell you, but Vegas weddings ain't cheap either.
Yeah.
No, they are
Exactly.
not.
No, they're really not.
Costs more than a shave and a blowjob.
Yep. Wow, where did
See?
that come from,
And
Trade?
Zai could have got both of those if he just married me.
Oh my god.
This conversation has just gone south.
I know.
So have I.
It's only a matter of time with the
I know
show.
the queen is not going to be happy with you because you let a potential political marriage to the Australian monarchy go away. So she's
Yep.
not going to be happy.
Good-
The
good
queen
job.
What's
is not.
happening here? Oh
Good
my
job,
God.
Zai. You fucked it up.
The reason, Zai,
What's going on?
the reason this would have been a good thing is it would have politically and physically tied the two nations together in an agreement of harmony.
That's my plushie fort.
See, this all started because I was like, I'll be the queen for some reason. Someone mentioned the queen. Oh, we were talking about Queen from music
Oh yeah.
because of the song.
Oh, we're
And
back
then I
on
was
air
like,
now?
I'll be the queen.
Are we
I
on
was like,
air?
I'll be.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just
Hi, everyone.
explaining the situation for the listeners.
Oh my god.
So I was like,
glad I
I'll
brought
be the
popcorn.
queen. And I'll be the queen, and Squirrel's like, oh, so you're the queen, Zai's the king, and Starry's the princess. And I'm like, she's adopted.
Yeah, Starry's adopted.
Oh, Star's the bastard.
No,
And
she's
then
adopted!
She's
Ain't no one
adopted.
taking my princesshood away from me, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because apparently, apparently Zai's the king, and so therefore he comes back and he's like, what's happening? And I'm like, we're married! And he's like, what? No! He literally goes, what? No!
Starting this shit.
No!
Because
We're
I don't
back
understand
so
where this
quickly.
shit came from.
Was this like those Las Vegas weddings where you get like really drunk and you get married and then
yeah.
you wake up and you go, what the fuck did I do last night? You
Yeah,
wake up and you
except Zai-
storm next to you like, hi honey.
Well,
It was
sister mine,
great.
it looks like you're going to have to come up with another way to bridge Trottingham in Australia.
Oh man,
Another
I can't wait
headache
to
to
tell
our
Celebration.
pile.
I can't be the king of the British Isles and the princess of the plushie fort at the same
Zai.
Yes, you can.
Zai,
Can I?
Zai, you got to think
Yeah.
about this. The only
Okay,
bad
I'll
thing
do it.
that could have happened is, like, maybe she would maybe agree to have like maybe 50% of your plushies. So, considering how many plushies you have, some of them may have been
Yeah, but then my family.
had to have been
No,
divided up.
I am not petty to take his goddamn plushies. He can keep his plushies. I want the art.
I want his art.
What
Oh,
kind?
I want the art.
Do you want the clean art, or do you want the art
I want
that
it
Zai
all.
is totally ashamed of?
She wants
You
the
want
art
the-
that's in his cabinet.
You want the art, the clean, child-friendly art, or do you want the smut?
Wait. There's three here. There's the clean, child-friendly art, the adult art I'm slightly ashamed of, and then the art that I hide away that I'm very ashamed of.
Oh my god, send me that one. I want that one, please.
I'll just say I
there
have
you go.
another
Those are
blog
the
that
terms
not
of
many people
marriage.
know about.
Anyway, before we continue, for those who are wondering where that random shave and a blowjob came from, it's a running joke. Shave and a blowjob, 200 bits.
That was funny.
Next.
Joke.
Well, I can honestly say that shaves in Las. I went to the Las Vegas with my friends, and the hotel we were staying at had an old school barbershop downstairs. So I was like, you know what? I've never had a straight razor shave. Let's give it a shot. So I went through the whole process. It was the worst shave I've ever gotten, and I had to drop $60.
Christ. They better have given you a blowjob for that.
No, seriously. I went in, like, after it was done, I was like, what the hell? I do better than this with my safety razor. And the guy was just like, sorry, but, like, I was worried your skin might be too sensitive to go any closer than that. I'm like, whatever. I didn't tip him.
Yeah.
Yeah, never tip someone who doesn't do a good job.
If you're
Like,
worried about someone's skin being too sensitive and your profession is getting as close as fucking possible to that skin with a knife, you shouldn't be using a goddamn knife.
Worse
Change professions.
is when you well, let's just say when it comes to getting your hair cut, be careful where you go because you always get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Like
I thought, being in Las Vegas, the guy would be professional.
Yeah, but yeah, like with my experience,
Speaking of-
there's this little cheapy. There's two hair salons. The one I go to now, they do exactly what I want, and they give me the hairstyle I want every time without fail. New cut looks exactly like the first cut or better. And their pay is $20. I give $20 plus like up to $3 in a tip. Whereas for years before then,
Okay.
and when I first got my long hair chopped off to short, me and my mom went to this $8 place, and they did a pretty decent job every time. One day I go in there, they've gotten new staff. They got rid of a couple of old faces, and the person who did my hair last time, she's not there. So I tell the new guy they sit me with, all right, I want a bob. My hair is curly, I want a bob, and I show him the picture of Renee Zellweger from Chicago, because that's the style of bob my hair turns into. He nods his head and he goes, okay, I'll give you that. And then he starts and instead of giving me a straight bob, he starts chopping off layers.
Well, I've had a bad haircut as well once. It was
And he
horrible.
shags it. He shags it in layers. And I tell him when he starts making the layers, I was like, dude, no, wait. That's not it. That's not the style. It's a straight bob. And he goes, yeah, it's the style. It's just like the picture. You'll see when I'm done. When he got done with it, I looked like a fucking dude. And I started to freak out, and I yelled at him about it. I was like, dude, no, this isn't my cut. This isn't my style. I look like a man. I look like a boy. You made me look like a freaking boy.
I got
he
given
goes,
a
I'm-
once, and I never went back there again. I was just like, the lady completely misunderstood what I wanted.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's pretty much what happened to me.
I now go to a hairdresser's very nearby in walking distance, which is predominantly a female hairdresser, but I don't care.
Mhm.
Like, they're nice and they do it right.
Okay, moving on. So,
Yes, please.
Yeah.
so
I'm down for it.
discussion of Rainbow Dash's parents.
Yes, we
Yeah.
got teased about it. What do you guys want Rainbow Dash's parents to be like?
I don't know because I already have my sort of like the headcanons that I support killed, so
And do not believe in any more headcanons.
Yeah, it's essentially. That's the problem, because like for the longest time we thought that Rainbow Main dude was her dad.
well,
I'm like,
is there any confirmation it's not? It's just that his
yeah,
name is
actually there
Bifrost.
is. It's in the card game.
Oh,
That
really?
he is not her father.
Seriously? What the
Yes.
fuck? Who is he then?
His name is Rainbow. Is it Rainbow Blitz?
I think so. All we know is that he is a quote dashing mentor.
Yeah, he's a mentor.
Yes.
Dashing.
So basically, for some strange reason, not only is there one pony here in Equestria who has the bizarre feature of rainbow-colored hair, but the other pony we've ever seen who has it as well is not her father, but some
Yeah.
other random dude, not her brother, not anything, but just some random guy
Well,
who
here's
also happens to
this
have
makes
this rare
me-
oddity.
this gives me this headcanon. That this dashing
Uncle.
mentor is either an uncle or
Her real father.
her dad,
No.
or her mama's been playing around.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, sweetheart,
Her mama and her other mama needed a donor.
Oh, I like that. idea.
Oh,
Okay, that works. I like
Now,
that.
granted, Fanny, I would say that that probably would not happen in a kids' cartoon, but we pretty much through the laws of basically through the laws of
genetics.
Okay, twins.
biology. The laws of biology, we can establish that Diamond Tiara was conceived out of wedlock.
And that the Kate twins, the Kate family were definitely fooling around. I mean, come on.
Well, that's more an inside joke. But with Diamond Tiara, yeah, it's
Yeah, just
Bloom.
by the timeline and everything. Yeah.
yeah, since she's the same age as Apple Bloom, and Apple Bloom was conceived while the Apple parents were on vacation during that flashback, and Spoiled Milk is Filthy Rich's fiance during that time. Like, yeah, she got a bun in that oven.
We already went deeper into that subject already, so let's not go too far into that. But because
Okay.
we already
Yeah.
gave our
could-
piece.
I could definitely get behind Rainbow Dash having two moms.
I could get
I could
behind
also-
that. I always
I
thought
could
it was
also
an
get
uncle.
behind the idea of Rainbow Dash's mom cheating on her dad.
Well, that was mostly a joke, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
There's
would
a
make
lot of
sense.
tomfoolery Ponies doesn't want us to know.
What's up, Trade?
All right, real quick and off top. I just took a look at Equestria Daily real quick, and apparently John Delancey is not only in season 7, but apparently he's going to be in season 8. Like somebody asked him if he was going to be in future episodes, and his direct quote is, "Honestly, I don't keep track of which season I'm in. I was just asked to record 2 episodes for season 8. If that's any help."
However, I'm going to take that
Nice.
with a very small grain of salt, considering he just trolled us about not being in season 7.
Yeah. So okay,
So-
back to the conversation.
Anyway, as far as Dash's parents are concerned, I have no clue what to expect. I mean, when we saw Pinky's family and Shy's family, we had no idea what to expect. Hell, like with Pinky, we got Maud and the rest of her family, and with Shy, we got Zephyr. So it kind of makes me think, what the? It's like the main 6 each have some quirk about their family. I mean, we look at the apples. It's all. Just look at Brayburn. Hey!
Yeah.
Sorry, guys,
Rayburn,
but
you need to chill.
sorry, guys, but he's the detective. He notices everything.
We got
Yes, and he's not the only odd one out of the apple.
we got the big question mark of the genetics of Rainbow Dash, and also the flashback with AJ's parents with what was it, Bright Mac and Pear Butter doing some churning over there in the background.
I like Greymane. I like Greymane's thing. Artie's parents, too much open ground there.
I think the only thing that surprised me is the fact that, despite the fact that we knew about the Dashing Mentor not being Rainbow Dash's parents. I still didn't know that.
Well, Zai doesn't keep up with the stuff like we do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Zai's too busy in his plushie fort.
But it just kind of
I
makes
don't
me
really
wonder,
follow
like,
EQG,
is Dash,
because it's, like, way too
is
many
Dash
posts
like
on
an
that
only
to keep
child? Is she nothing like her parents? Like, what is the story with her? Because this is really weird, because so far we've seen that every member of the main six have some type of quirky thing about their families.
I can imagine
Well,
that.
Twilight's is not quite that quirky, except for the fact that, well,
It's shining and no one likes them.
it's
No,
shiny.
I was gonna say Twilight's the quirky one out of the Sparkle family.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
she's
fair
the
enough.
princess.
No, it's because she likes to stay in her room all the time and read.
And
If
the way
only
she
she could stay there a lot longer.
But her brother seemed like a huge nerd too. Just
Well, he is. Yeah, he's a huge nerd, but Twilight.
So that took it to a
Twilight's
different level.
Twilight's a whole nother level.
But still, it's like if even if it's a different level, they're still sort of on the same wavelength.
Right.
So it's not really quirky if it's kind of similar. You know, it's not like Rarity and her parents.
Okay, here's the
They're
thing
like,
about Twilight.
All of you joke about my parents.
Here's the thing about Twilight's parents. We don't know what they're like, so therefore we don't know which of their children takes after them, so therefore we don't know which one is the quirky one.
Yeah.
That's very true. We haven't seen enough about the Sparkle family. I mean,
All we know is like,
Being a mom, that's really about it.
yeah. I
we
mean,
can't
look, the
just
really
keep
funny
calling
thing
her
is,
the baby.
amazingly enough, actually, the Sparkle parents are now the ones who have had the least development out of all of the family of the main six.
They'll
my
probably
God.
show one where Twilight goes back to visit them for something. If that's the
That's like-
case.
We have
I would
Twilight's
love to
mom's
see her.
voice
I would
now.
like to see. I'll be honest. As much as
Yeah,
everybody wants
that's
Twilight
development.
Velvet to be the nerdy
Voice of
one
Twilight.
between the couple, I'd like them both to be kind of awkward dorks around other ponies.
Yes, that would
'Cause,
be
like,
adorable.
think of this-
And they just like have an N64 while everyone's on PlayStation, and all the kids are around like playing Mario Kart.
Hey, Trade, you said you raised your hoof. What's up?
I can imagine, like, forgive me if this sounds too stereotypical, but I can imagine, like, Rainbow's parents were, like, at first, like, very against Rainbow being, like, you know, a Wonderbolt or flying around too dangerously. I can imagine that they were, like, helicopter parents, like, trying to keep her from crashing into shit, but, you know, that didn't really work.
It's Rainbow.
Storm has to
I mean,
leave.
they probably sent her to the academy for, like, standard flying lessons to make sure she didn't crash, but, again, didn't really work.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta
But they also sent her. They also agreed to send her to Junior Speedsters.
Well, Fluttershy's parents also sent her to the Junior Speedsters.
That was probably more the thing. But yeah, I gotta go. Bye
Alright,
bye.
bye,
Everyone in
Storm.
listener land.
Bye, Storm.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Have fun without me.
Nice
Oh, we
Storm.
will. At least we're
Anyway,
doing
as far as Dash's parents, I'm just like, well, we have every single member of the main six, save for Twilight, now has like some type of quirky family member of some type. So let's just see if like Dash is super embarrassed by her parents. Maybe they're accountants. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
it'd
they're
be
so
funny if they
respect-
weren't like adamant fans of racing like Rainbow is.
I could see them both being like soccer parents and super chill, and Rainbow's just constantly frustrated, like, why aren't you like cool parents? And we're like, what?
And I could probably, like, if they have the same personality, you could see, like, you mean like Fluttershy's mom and dad? Although it is kind of telling, if you think about it, how relaxed Rainbow Dash is around her family. I mean, I know it's kind of like, yeah, they were childhood friends and they grew up together, but that's still pretty damn chill. That means Dash has probably spent a lot of time just hanging around the shy resident.
Yeah, that's the impression we get.
Especially considering Zephyr has the stupidest crush on her.
I believe she's the one in love with him.
Yeah, I know, right? It got so bad that even Sky's parents think that. I love that reaction at the end of the episode. She's just like, what? Fuck you guys!
That's so funny.
Okay,
I'm
let's do
I'm
Mad
still
Lib.
really curious about AJ's parents, because now, unfortunately,
Yeah.
She's got orange DNA or pear DNA.
well,
Yeah.
she has to have it somewhere, and it has to have come from her mom. But no, really not. Her mom's a pear.
Has
Unless,
to come from a mum.
Unless
Aunt Orange is also a pear.
That's
Maybe,
a possibility. Maybe.
that is.
Thing is,
I
we
was-
can we can continue this discussion on parents and heritage tomorrow as more like the.
I actually
Wait.
can't because I have
Oh.
work tomorrow.
Oh no.
I was
You'll have
gonna
to do it
say,
without me.
The Applejack
Alright.
family reunion is a hell of a fruit salad.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that. Let's get on to the math one.
On to the
Mad
Mad
Don't
Lib,
talk
and I
to
feel
me
bad.
about fruit salad.
Well, the thing is, it didn't used to be. If ponies like Granny Smith and Great Annie Applesauce had their way, we wouldn't have anything but apples in the apple family.
And the tree would not fork.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
even
problem.
more disturbing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the problem.
Anyway,
Okay, we're gonna go out of Creepy Town and go into Mad Lib world.
right. And AJ, since you're here, we'll start with you.
Mm-hmm.
Noun.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Of course.
It's good this time of year.
Don't
Yeah.
hug it, AJ. Shut up! I want it.
Trade.
Yeah.
An adverb.
Get your buttery hooves out of there. No.
Adverb. That's a verb ending in ing, correct?
No, that is a adverb. It is
Oh,
describing a verb. And usually
Okay.
ending in ly.
Well, since it's St. Patty's Day,
Drunkenly.
yeah.
Because why not?
Because
I don't get to be drunk on St. Patty's Day. If I did have a night off, I'd be 12 shots of shillelaghs deep.
you would be
Dad,
What, you're
drowned
not
to your
gonna do Irish
Dad.
car bombs?
you would be drowned to your tit.
Ew, no, I don't like Guinness.
Those.
I do not like Guinness.
Anyways.
Do like Rob did in Threadbanger when he did his St. Patty's Day meal. He did chocolate stout.
Ew. Anyways, side.
Okay.
Plural noun.
How about weddings?
Shut up. Chopsticks.
Chopstick.
He just conveniently has a pair of chopsticks on hand.
Yeah, I was having my noodles.
Do we need to know that? We don't need to know your noodle.
What you
about that?
do with your noodles is perfectly fine so long as you
Just
don't
you
share.
describe it. Squirrel.
Yes.
Noun.
Weddings.
Wedding.
Split be singular. Rayburn.
Yeah.
Plural noun.
Cookies.
So much talk of food. 1010 Hinei-sama. Hi, hi. Noun.
Décolletage.
Oh my.
Say that again.
Décolletage.
10 points for whoever knows what that means.
It means 10 something.
It has to do with bosoms.
Oh my god.
Of
Don't
course.
tell them what it means.
Not too late. She just did.
Damn.
What about someone we haven't had on in a while? Maud.
Yeah.
Oh, phew.
Plural noun.
Rocks.
Big surprise there.
Okay. Trade.
No.
Excuse me.
Good lord.
Another noun.
Huh. I am drawing a massive goddamn blank.
Just anything.
Truffle.
Oh, we got quite a few. Zai?
Yep.
plural noun.
Oh god, why?
So many nouns.
I know.
Horses.
Squirrel.
Yes.
Another plural noun.
Wallets.
Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
Another plural noun.
Good night.
That is not a noun.
You can add an S to it.
It
Masks.
is if he's talking about Lauren.
Nabs.
Masks.
Oh, masks.
To wear to a masquerade.
Okay. Ta-dan.
Hi.
Adjective.
Adjective. Shiny.
Shiny.
Every time you say that, I just can't help think Firefly.
Okay.
I know. Tree hugger.
Oh no.
Blessings.
A plural noun, dear.
Noodles.
You're suddenly into the noodles too, aren't you?
Noodles are all organic, man.
The right ones are.
I like the buckwheat ones especially.
Ah,
Like
so
when they're
bad.
cold.
Trade.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Fuck.
That is not an adjective.
Okay,
Add
adjective.
ing to it is.
Thank you. Exploding.
Exploding. Fluff and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Another noun. Singular this time.
Pony.
I was hoping you'd say plushie.
So was I.
And squirrel.
What's your...
What? No, one last noun.
Oh, thank God. Watch.
Alright, what are we doing here?
That's it. Because of the weather, it actually snowed again. So these are some things to do when you are snowed in the house.
Yourself.
You can do that.
Yes.
Is a thing.
Anyways, if you can't get out of your house because of a sudden popcorn storm, don't panic.
Don't panic, get the butter.
That's totally right.
You'll be drunkenly safe if you have the following chopsticks on hook. Number 1. At least one flash wedding in working condition with plenty of extra cookies.
Because
Do you?
always cook.
Do you? I do. Do you? I do. Good, you're married now. Kiss.
And
Have some
cookies.
cookies.
And cookies after. Number 2. A décolletage. Hold on. Radio operated that receives both AM and CB rocks.
So musical tits.
You
Technically,
just,
it's musical cleavage.
do you just like grope and just use them as dials?
Yep.
Well, they did have breast implants that did that. That was an actual thing. They made breast implants with MP3 player controls in the boobs.
That's scary.
What
Hold
was
on,
that?
my tits pick up Wi-Fi.
Number
What was
3.
that,
No, go ahead, Zai.
You tune the buttons.
Yep.
Yep. Yes, just a little something to turn the knobs. Anyways, number 3.
The off-on button's a little lower.
Yeah. Number
No.
3. A first aid truffle.
Magic candy.
Number 4. A week's supply of horse's water.
Ew.
Ew.
That's what it says.
Ew.
Well, who was it who put horses?
Hold on.
Zai.
So most of America's beer. Okay.
Pretty much.
In that case, I'm safe. I don't drink beer.
This is why I prefer Sapporo. Number 5. Warm clothes, preferably woolen wallets, thermal masks, and of course, shiny underwear.
Because boy,
Okay.
howdy, I've been saved so many times from the cold by a pair of shiny panties.
Well, if they're made out of that thermal insulating foil fabric,
Because I woke up one morning and just went, you know what my crotch needs? Thermal insulation.
No, what I'm thinking is like the stuff you have on street signs at night.
Okay.
So as
Oh,
the
those
cars driving
reflective
by,
stickers and
the
such?
reflective stickers, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Mylar fabric. Thank you, Gray.
Shiny underwear. And number 6. Emergency numbers for the police and fire noodles. A phone number for your exploding doctor.
Oh God.
And a close pony member posted in a convenient watch.
Eh.
Yeah, that's it. That is what to do if
Apparently,
you're
you
snowed
send
in.
a bomb to your doctor and you have a code to enter it so he blows up? Is that
No,
what that
Okay.
no.
No.
When you have fire noodles, so in case you explode, you have a doctor on standby.
So what we specifically need is a wedding that lasts 2 seconds. Fucking cleavage that tunes
Yes.
into the AM FM.
Musical titties. A first aid truffle.
Underpants. Yeah, first aid truffle. Underpants
Cool.
so shiny that you can see your reflection.
Horse water.
Ew.
ew.
Well, that's Zai's fault.
Yeah,
How
it's
would I know
always
it'd be
Zai's
useful?
fault.
worse? The left tit could only ever get Rush Limbaugh.
Hold on. That is the first sign of cancer.
Ew.
What
Typically-
about my right one? My right one always picks up NPR.
Typically,
That's just deflated.
typically the left hit's supposed to only pick up AM, but if you start hearing Rush Limbaugh, you know you've got the first signs of breast cancer.
I like how we're making this sound like a real fucking.
Well, it is a real fucking thing.
How do you know it's not a real fucking thing? You ain't got tits. You're not a woman.
Well, here's
Well, he has been accused of being a boob.
Then again, he wouldn't know because his nipples are too small to pick anything up.
They're so small.
About
I was waiting
now
for
I
someone.
actually okay. Now I'm actually kind of hilariously. I'm going to do this because why the fuck not? It's St. Patty's Day. So
Yes.
here's my big question for the ponies and for the mares that are now hosting with us. AJ, Rarity.
Yes.
Do you guys give yourself crotch breast exams?
Oh God.
They did teach us about those in school, but every time they kept mentioning it, all we did was start laughing.
Well,
AJ and I thought it was funny.
Well, I can't help it. I can't help but laughing about it. You're talking about reaching under there and feeling up everything.
I know, that's why we were both laughing.
For anything that's not related to just having a good time in the bed, right?
Well, we first learned about it when we were
Fillies.
teenage fillies, as it were.
oh Lord.
So of course, anytime a pony that age hears something about down there or wherever it's private, you're gonna have to laugh.
Now here's something I want to know about like teen pulls. Are they able to control themselves? Because no one wears anything.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing when the fellas get a little too excited, but other than that, yeah.
Rarity, don't you have a clothesline for that?
Not in particular.
She wouldn't dare put pants in her boutique. Even
No, all they need are cock socks.
Oh God, no!
No.
So
We're
just
not
make
gonna do that.
I was
So-
talking about covering up the crotch tits, not the
Just-
cocks.
Oh. Okay.
Way to kill the conversation.
I'm sorry.
well, I've actually seen some really interesting artwork of the girls at the beach, and their swimsuits are basically nothing but they just cover their crotches. I'm just like, what's the point of that? They walk around naked anyway.
Yeah, fair point.
Are they trying to keep
We don't
sand- are
wear
they trying to
clothes except on rare occasions.
Are they trying to keep sand and salt water out of that area?
Yes.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
case-
have you fucking ever tried to clean yourself out when they got in there?
In the case of Rarity, she doesn't wear one.
She wears one. It's just one of them real tiny string ones.
So she gets a lot in there.
You need Sherlock's fucking magnifying glass to see it.
It never comes out. That's why she's so
Well, it ain't
bitchy
quite
all the
that
time.
tiny, but it does look more like a napkin than it does a swimsuit. Especially with that string going right up her butt.
Up. You actually think I want to get sand in there?
Well, with how big her
Who
butt
wears
is,
the
you can't
string
see it
up there?
anyway.
Not me.
We know you like that swimsuit on her.
Well, it does flatter her plot, but you know, it still looks uncomfortable. Which is why I wear shorts.
Okay, how many minutes until we...
3 more minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, come on, Rarity. I'm sure Trixie understands exactly what you're going. It's all about style and looking good, right?
Wow.
You are such a perv.
Trixie will have you know that she does not wear thongs of any.
The drunken, perverted detective's back, except he's not actually drunk. Yay!
He's still a pervert.
The more things change, the more they are the same.
Yeah.
No, I'm just poking the fire. I'm poking.
We
the
all
cake.
know that Trixie
Yeah,
wears
yeah.
that only when Glim Glam's around.
Yeah.
I know, Trixie's not the one. Starlight likes the cave.
Ah.
More than that, she's the one who likes to dress up in the.
Don't tell them that.
So instead of the fun cave, it's the fun cape. Okay.
It's swishy.
I could just...
If the wagon be rockin', don't come knocking.
Oh, bother knocking, darling.
Hey, I did say it was a magic show.
Oh my goodness!
Watch as the great and powerful Trixie.
The great
Watch as the
power
great and
Trixie.
powerful,
Having to be quiet about it.
There was
great and powerful
It's
Trixie.
none of their business.
Watch as the great and powerful Trixie makes this suspiciously phallic object disappear.
there was
I believe I made a picture of her trying to do that.
there was
Trick ever.
there was a comic someone made with Trixie and a human guy, and she's like, watch, I can make this disappear, and she makes his thing disappear, and then like the next panel, Twilight is reading something, and she's like magically poking his dick on Twilight's cheek, and Twilight doesn't realize what it is. She's like, stop poking me, Spike.
Oh god.
God.
What?
What part of the internet are you looking into, man?
Oh my
Derpy
god.
Burrow.
Derpy Brew. Yep.
Deppy Burrow has everything on it.
Yes.
So.
Even
does.
Volcon, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not gonna venture into that.
We're not gonna go there.
Yeah, no.
Let's not talk about that.
Hey,
Yes,
real,
let's talk more about how Starlight and Trixie are a thing.
real quick.
It's nobody's business.
Real quick before we get off air, has
You're
there,
complaining?
Trixie, has there been a time where you forgot to put the brakes on your cart before you?
I think you're missing the point. I kind of am the brakes on my cart.
That sounds pretty
God
much-
help you if you forget. Then.
Okay, everybody say your goodbyes.
Yeah, everyone,
Night.
say goodnight.
Good night, y'all.
Guys.
Good night, everybody. Starlight, get your
Night.
head out from underneath my bed.
Starlight,
Okay.
get out of there.
This is going to take some time to get her more comfortable
Miss
with.
Miss Rarity.
Rarity, Miss
Starlight,
Rarity,
get out of the closet.
Let's get this done.
Let's get your
From all
final
of
say
us
done.
here at Treetime, this is Miss Rarity saying, keep warm with what's left of the winter, and don't forget my new line of shiny underwear.
And bring lots of butter for all the popcorn falling.
Yeah.
Okay, Rarity, you can go back to your apple pie now.
Come here, AJ.
I like how that bell was perfect.
That bell was perfect. Where you're like calling your Earth pony servant.
No, she's like that's part of their little foreplay. She has a little bell, and she acts like Applejack is Rarity's little French maid.
Maid.
Are we off now?
No. And now we are.